G'day guys, and welcome. This is for the people that missed out on the Biggest Loser information night last Friday. I thought instead of typing out a whole heap of information, it might be easier to reference it as a video. Then you can come back, watch it, take notes, pass it on to your friends and family, and hopefully keep it for future reference. So basically last Friday, we went through the rules of the Biggest Loser, which you guys all already know. You have to weigh in every week by 12 o'clock Saturday at the latest, absolute latest. If you put on weight twice over the 8 weeks, that's either person in your team, then you'll get red carded. 2 red cards equals a disqualification from the competition. So make sure you guys are diligent, you train hard, you eat well so you don't put weight on, and so that your weight goes down. If your weight stays the same, that's fine. As long as it does not go up, then you won't be disqualified. So 2 people in the team, any person. If each of you gains weight, then you get kicked out. If one of you gains weight twice, then you get kicked out as well. So it doesn't matter who does it, you'll get kicked out of the competition. Every 2 weeks we will have a challenge, which again you guys know about. Details for the first challenge will be emailed to you this week. If you can't make the challenge, what happens? Good question. Everyone was concerned and worried about it. Basically, you miss out. I guess you miss the opportunity to gain an advantage, which is sad, we understand, but it's very hard to make it fair for 60 people. So if you can make it, then please come down. Now the challenges must be completed in teams. So if there's only one person that can make it, you can still come down, have a free training session, but you don't get the advantage of being able to win the bonuses. Now what we've changed in the challenges is that you can, if you do come last, you don't get penalised. So we've taken that out to make it fair. So if you do come last, you don't get penalised, which is a good thing. So we want everybody to try and get to the challenges and to do the best they can and gain that advantage if you can make it. Third thing is, or the third most important point is a food diary. Now I uploaded a sample food diary for you guys to use. So at the end of the 8 weeks, we want to collect everybody's food diaries and have a look through them. Every week throughout the 8 weeks, if you guys want to show us your food diaries, then we're more than happy to look through them, make the necessary adjustments and give them back to you, so then you can go back and change what you think you need to change. Now remember, this Biggest Loser is all about education and teaching you guys how to eat properly, how to train properly, and what to do long term, not just for 8 weeks. So we're not going to spoon feed you, unfortunately, but what we will do is we'll give you enough education and tools and knowledge so that once it's finished, you can then continue on later on, and I guess for the rest of your life. So that's why your food diary is very important, and we ask that you do keep it every day, and there'll be a little section on there called thoughts. Now it's really important that you fill this bit out because it gives us an indication as to how you're feeling, how you were feeling when you ate crap food, if there's a correlation between you eating bad and how you were feeling, just little things. And it's good for you to go back and then see, I guess, what your state of mind was and how well you were when you were thinking positively and doing exercise and doing good things, as to when you weren't feeling so positive. So they're the top 3 things that you guys have to know. If you guys need more details, ask me, I'll give them to you. Otherwise, keep checking your emails because I will email you details throughout the week. Now, I also said I was talking about nutrition and training. I'll quickly talk about training. Basically, when it comes to training, all we ask is the more you can train, the better. So currently, the people that do train with us now, you guys continue doing your current sessions with us, but then add in as much extra training as you can. So the more you come in, the better it is for you. People that don't train with us, you have 2 options. The first is to book sessions in with us, and then you can train with us. Or the second option is to pay $99 and you get access to the gym for the 8 weeks with the Biggest Loser, where you can come in and do your own training, use the facilities, and take part in what we call the workout of the week, which is what we put up on the board every week. And you guys have the chance to do that and better your time every week with the workout of the week. terms of training, there's one thing that we harp on about all the time, and that is intensity. And we want people to, when they train, to train their absolute maximum effort. You've got to get that much time you've got to get that much training into. So we've got that much time, that much training. How do we do it? We train strong, we train intense, and we make sure every single workout we're working at absolute hardest. Otherwise, at the end of the day, you might as well just be sitting on the couch or being another person who just goes to the gym and plods through what they do. We don't want that, we don't expect that, and what we expect is for people to go 110% all the time, to work hard, to train hard, because with that you'll get unbelievable results, you get brilliant results. So intensity is what we want you to remember when it comes to training. And whatever you do, even if it's bouncing a ball, if you're going to bounce that ball, bounce it hard, bounce it as hard as you can. If you're going to go on the rower, row, get your 500 meter time down, get your 1 kilometer time down, do a time trial. And especially when you hit those punching bags, it frustrates me when people tap the bag. Punch the bag with a bit of purpose. It's a punching bag. Hit it. Sweat. Make sure at the end you can't talk, you can't breathe, you're wrecked at the end. That means you've just had a good 1 minute, you've had a good 2 minutes, whatever time it is, go as absolutely hard as you can, okay? You'll recover because you guys are getting fitter. So you will recover a lot quicker, so don't save your energy for anything. Just go hard the whole time. Alright guys, so food. Food. Everyone's worried about food, what to eat, how to eat, when to eat it. And it's a massive thing. Food's 90% of the equation when it comes to losing weight, getting fit, getting strong. No matter what it is, you guys know, and we've always said to you that if you don't get your food right, then there's no point in even starting to train. So what I'm going to tell you isn't going to be spoon-fed a diet, what you should be eating, what you shouldn't be eating. It's more general advice that we want you to take and put into action, and then show us that you are using it, and then we can assess your results from there. Because if we give you a diet to follow, or if we give you a list set out of everything that you have to eat, you guys don't really learn. It's a diet for 8 weeks. It's a plan for 8 weeks. It's not a plan for long term. Now, you can go on a crash diet for 8 weeks if you want. That's your decision. We're not stopping you from doing that. What we are telling people to do is educate themselves over the 8 weeks. So we're not going to give you that crash diet. What I'm going to give you is general advice which you can keep for the rest of your life, which you can use, which your family can use, which you can pass on to your friends, and hopefully they can use as well, because it's rock solid information that works, basically. And the first thing, the most important thing I can tell people is to cut out sugar from their diet. Sugar is the worst thing that you can put into your body, and if you research any nutritionist, any reasonable, well-published nutritionist or dietitian or specialist, they'll tell you that sugar is a bad thing to put into your body. Why? Why is sugar no good? Basically, sugar doesn't signal to your body that you're full. It doesn't release the hormone leptin that signals to your brain that you're full and that you've eaten. That's the reason why people overeat so much sugar. It's very easy to eat a bag of lollies and then still be hungry, correct? But if I give you a bag of broccoli, you won't overeat that. You'll get full quite quick, because broccoli's got a lot more nutrition in it, and the value of broccoli in your body is a lot higher than the value of sugar in your body. Sugar comes into your body, it gets processed, and then it gets formed into energy. And if that energy isn't being used, and 8 times out of 10, that energy, excess sugar, is not being used, so your body gets it and sticks it on its ass, or on your ass, and keeps it there for later. For later when? Who knows? You're not really ever going to use it again. So that's the reason you've got to stop eating sugar, because of the fact that your body just doesn't recognize it as nutritious food, and you just over consume sugar. It raises your blood sugar levels. It gives you these peaks, these troughs that people have. It makes you feel crap, let's be honest. And they've actually done studies to find that sugar has the same addictive qualities as heroin, believe it or not. So take it as you please. Some of you I know are saying that, oh, but I love sugar and I love sweet things. It takes 14 days to break a habit. If you give yourself at least 14 days to wean yourself off sugar, to let your taste buds adjust, to the fact that you're not having sugar, then you'll find surprisingly that you don't have these cravings or urges to eat sugar anymore. Now, when I talk about sugar, there's sugar in absolutely everything that you eat. There's sugar in tomato sauce, there's sugar in bread, there's sugar in milk, there's sugar in fruit, there's sugar in different types of sauces, so there's sugar everywhere. How do you know where sugar is? Second point that I make is to make sure when you go shopping in the supermarket, turn the back of the packet around and shop from the back of the packet. Don't shop from the front of the packet. The front of the packet will tell you what you want to hear. The back of the packet will show you what you don't want to see. So basically, I want you guys to read the ingredients list, learn what's in the food, and then decide if you should be consuming it or not. So a point that I made on Friday is when you read your ingredients list, have a look and it'll have everything that's in it. Anything that's at the top of the list is what's most abundant in that product. So if you get some cereal and it's got wheat, sugar, corn, sugar is the second highest thing in that product. So that immediately sends off a signal to you saying, well, I shouldn't eat it because sugar is the second thing that's in here. So really it's not good for me. So turn the back of the packet around and read that ingredients list. Can you pronounce everything on there? Does it sound like you should be putting it into your body? How many preservatives and additives are in that product? Do you want to add preservatives and additives inside your body? I don't know. Probably not, I'd say. If you want to feel good and I guess live longer, then you want to reduce the amount of these additives and preservatives you're eating, but you don't know where they are or how many there are until you turn the back of that packet around. And that is how you guys have to all start shopping. Don't worry about the front, because the front says 99% fat-free, but what it doesn't tell you is it's loaded with sugar, and it's loaded with additive 220 or 250, which in effect can cause cancer, it can cause gastric bleeding, or all these sorts of things that we don't know about because no one tells us about them. The second most important thing, read the back of the packet. The first most important thing, cut out sugar. The third most important thing is to eat as many natural foods as you can, or what I like to call one ingredient foods. So things that you get that are just one ingredient, simply like broccoli, or like a vegetable, any type of vegetable, or like a piece of fruit, or like oats or porridge. So something that's made out of one ingredient, you know is good for you, it's healthy, hasn't been processed, hasn't been refined, because it's only got one ingredient. Now, you can get all these one ingredient foods, mix them together.